wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Right there, 54 Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Whip. Hey, watch it. He's checking.
Now a handoff looking right. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I got it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. 22, jet, over. 22, jet, over. Check. 36. Big Ed. What?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
You ain't going nowhere. 25. Check 20. Yeah. Check 99. Check 99. Check. Go. Fresno. Check.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Lucky. Jim.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
He's crashing. He's checking crashing. No. Mike 27. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Check pass.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wide, get wide. Alert 3. Alert 66. Move it, pass. Watch the twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Check. Mike's fight forward. Mike's fight forward. Watch QB drop.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Watch the slant. Mike 27. Go. 27.
Oh, you got D?
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. And his kick here is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Ten Lobo. We got double up. Leo. Check 13. Look at me. Zipper. You got Ocean Man right there. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Go. Bravo.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Raiders.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's recon. 152 fighter. Check three. Look. Screen.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the curl. Check three. General West.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Rock it. Hey, high 7.
Mike 17.
New draw Porkers.
Check hot route. Hot.
Hard. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Kill.
Protein spill. Spam.
Under 10. 10. Shoot. Switch.
Now they try the right side here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Weapons. Hey!
Motion. Hey, check motion.
Hey, Sam off.
Get hands on motion, man.
Step.
And again this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now a handoff working right. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Steps nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. To throw on 2nd down. Styles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, let's go!
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second and 9 now. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Taken in at the 22. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Switch. Hatchet.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 17. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 17. In your face.
Hey, exit.
17.
Go.
Throwing again. Styles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Hey, Steve 6. Yeah.
Let's go. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Check that.
Operating from the gun. Styles, flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact...
And this is blocked. The Pats bring heat and they get home. And not a bad setup here. They'll have the football at the 36. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they try the right side here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mike 27. Army. Check 25. 26. Check nickel.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Raiders have got him. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Check, check,
49, check 49, check 49.
watch out, watch out, watch out. Yeah. Check. Hey, what? Switch gears.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
I'm going back to you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
Show it up. Check.
Look, squeeze. Hey, orbit.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
He's checking.
Greystone, Travis.
Not taking your advice, they'll throw first play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for the Raiders. 52 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There's a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Well, they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check. Go. Mike 20. Go. 36.
Big edge.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check. Check it out, read. Say.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
218, jump. Mike 17. Smooth. Mike 17. Snap.
2nd and 3. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw.
The quarterback set.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Watch
twist. Watch the twist.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Ball shot. Here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
He'll drop to throw, and they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
17's Mike. Mike 17.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
Double dog. That's the way.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
We got double up.
Check 43.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is in.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Let's go, baby.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 27. 3 bucks.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I got it.
Mike 27.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check three, check three, check three. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Tighten up, tighten up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the Raiders have got him. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
On 1st and 10, Styles. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.